A road story. Well, let's think. I have something for you. Back, of course, you probably know that I grew up in the 70s. You know?
Yes, of course.
And I was in a punk rock band. Believe it or not. I was actually a reluctant punk, to tell you the truth. It was when I was in school, about 1977.
You didn't have a driver's license, obviously.
No, I did not. And
this was probably a bicycle story, right?
Well, somebody had a car.
Of course, you had to get to the gig.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
So we were in school, and I had a friend called Eddie Barnes, who, and by the way, this was in the time of the Sex Pistols, the Clash and the Damned. It was raging right now, you know.
Right.
And Eddie had this idea that we'd put this punk rock band together. Now, I was one of 2 guitar players in the school, and nobody knew of Eddie as a singer, but he thought, you know, he could just shout. So so he wrote me into this band reluctantly, and you know, he was trying to get me to wear straight-leg pants because everybody was wearing these flares at the time.
Right.
Which is kind of ironic because I'm trying to get my guys in my band to wear flares right now. So anyway, we did a few gigs, and we became quite well known. I mean, we even played in London, a place called the Roxy, where all the big bands played, and we supported a band called Eater, which was huge at the time for us, you know.
And you're playing in a punk band.
I was playing in a punk rock band, pogoing and shouting. It was just, I mean,
not much has changed for you then.
And of course, our headmaster was just livid because, you know, he wanted to have nothing to do with punk rock. I mean, this was a pretty expensive boarding school in England, you know. And anyway, it was quite funny because I remember I got a telephone call at home one time from a newspaper, local newspaper, and we were getting quite well known. And they said, "So what do you think about all this then?" And I said, "Well, it's all right. I don't really like the music very much."
That's a classic. That's a few years ago now, though.
It sure as hell is.
You can see where you get your chops, though. You've always had a great sound.
Got punk rock chops.
That's it.